Hello guys, now I want to talk about Garmin. So I have the Fenix 8 Solar with the MIP display in 47mm here. And I also have the Epix Pro 2 47mm. And I absolutely love this watch. This is an amazing watch. It's much better than the Apple Watch. I have sold my Apple Watch, I'm not missing it, and I'm not going back to Apple Watch. I am a Garmin fan now. Absolutely love it. And it's got the AMOLED display, which is beautiful, but my problem is really that if I want to have an always-on display, I get only 6 days of battery. If I have always-on display off and gesture on, I get 16 days, which is great. 16 days is great, but I want an always-on display. And on my other wrist, I always wear one of my Seikos or Citizens. I have also the turtle here. So if I really want to just glance at the watch and look at the time, I can use my left wrist. But what I have discovered that I just don't like having a blank, empty screen on my right wrist as well. I just don't like having it. Sometimes I just want to glance at my right wrist, not at my left, at my right. And I want to see what's on the screen. I don't like having an empty black screen on my wrist. I don't like it. And I want long battery life. So the only option is to have an MIP, so memory in pixel display, which is always on. It's truly always on, and it's not sucking the battery. So that's why I got this one, and it's empty. No, just kidding. I have the watch here. So this is it. Oh, wait, let me take it off. So as you can see, the difference when there is light in the environment, you can see the display on the MIP because it's always on. But if the environment light isn't very good, then you can use the backlight. And I like this MIP display way much better than the AMOLED. First of all, because I want to be able to always see something on the screen, and second of all, the longer battery life. But to be honest, I'm gonna return this. I'm gonna return the Fenix 8, and I have ordered the Enduro 3. It's already on the way. Because there are some things I have discovered that I don't like about the Fenix 8. First of all, the size. Now, I'm gonna go for the bigger one. The Enduro 3 is bigger. And to be honest, when I got the Epix, I was, oh, this is so giant. It looks so giant on my wrist. But to be honest, it wears great, and now I got used to it and it looks great. And I even wanna go for the bigger watch because of the extra battery and the bigger screen. So what I discovered here on the Fenix 8, that, you know, this MIP display has a low resolution compared to the AMOLED. And because of that, I just feel that the screen is it just feels small. The screen feels small because the resolution is low. Now on the AMOLED, on the Epix, the resolution is amazing. So that's why the screen doesn't feel small. So I want a bigger screen, and I also want extra battery, which the Enduro 3 delivers. Now it has oh, and one more thing, it's very important, the buttons. Now this one, because it's good for diving, it doesn't have, so the buttons don't have a tactile feedback when you press the button. It just doesn't. It doesn't have a tactile feedback, and I don't like it. On this one, I absolutely love when I press it, then it feels like a button press. This feels like a button press. It's like a one of those rubber dome keyboards, you know, like a laptop keyboard. You press it, you feel that you press something on. This one is like a completely linear switch. You press it and you just feel that you pressed something all the way in, but you don't feel any tactile feedback. And I don't like it. And I don't need the diving capability. I'm not a diver, I never go diving. Whatever I do in or underwater, this is completely fine to do with, you know. And it also has the speaker and a microphone, and I don't care about it because, first of all, this one, the Epix, doesn't have speaker and microphone, and I haven't been missing it. Sometimes it would be nice to pick up a call on the watch, but it's not so important to me. And also I hear from reviews that the speaker here is really, I guess this is the speaker, is not loud enough, and it's like almost unusable for phone calls. Now what it would be good for is the microphone for the what's that, the voice actions or whatever. You can access your voice, your assistant on your phone, or voice commands. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. You can give voice commands like start a timer, but it's not very important and useful to me. I mean, on this I configured a shortcut, and here I can access all my clocks, alarms, timers, you know, whatever I want. So speaker, microphone, not important. Diving feature, not important. I want tactile feeling buttons, and that's why I ordered the Enduro 3, because I want the longer battery life, I want the bigger screen, I want the better buttons. I don't care about diving and speaker and microphone, and I know that I'm gonna be fine with the size. So I have a 6.5 inch wrist, 6.5 inch, and this one, actually, why not put it on, you know, just that you can see. It looks absolutely fine on my wrist, absolutely fine. But I went to a store, to a shop, I mean, yeah, to a store, department store where there are some Garmins, and I was able to put on the Fenix 7X Pro, and it's a huge giant watch, and it looked just fine on my wrist. So I know that the 51mm size will be good enough. And also there is one very important thing about the maps. So I don't want to show the maps now because it gives off my location, and I don't want to do that, but the maps, you know, everybody says that the maps on the AMOLED screen is just so much better. Yeah, it looks better, it's more clear, but it's so slow, it's so laggy. I did do some hikes with this watch already, and I tried to use the maps, and it's almost unusable because it just lags, it's so slow. It's just much easier to you know, pull out your phone and open the Google Maps or the Garmin Explore and just look at the maps on your phone. It's just so much easier. On this one, the maps is beautiful, but so laggy that it's unusable. And it's the same thing on the Fenix 8 AMOLED, based on reviews I watched. But on this one, because it's got the MIP, the MIP display, I have tried the maps. The maps is way much better here. It's not as beautiful, it's not as clear. You have to zoom in more to see details, but it's much faster. It is actually, it's usable, but still the phone is much better, but it's much more, I would say the maps on the AMOLED it's there, but it's practically unusable. At least that's my experience. On this one, the map, it's usable, but still the best, you get the best map experience on your phone. But yeah, that's it. So it's gonna go back, and I'm gonna get the Enduro 3, I hope this week, and I know that's the one for me, because I want the MIP display. I want a true always on display. I hate when there is a blank screen on my wrist, and I want long battery life. So that's why MIP display is for me, and the Enduro 3 is for me because it's bigger, it's got more battery life. The solar charging is actually charging the watch. So the solar charging on the Enduro 3 actually can charge the watch. Based on reviews I have watched on YouTube, and based on reviews I have watched, even the 51mm of the Fenix 8 solar will just, you know, slow down the battery discharge. It will, so the solar charging on the 51mm Fenix 8 will just slow down the battery discharge. It won't actually charge the watch. That's what I get from reviews. But according to reviews, the Enduro 3 does really charge the watch if it gets enough direct sunlight, because just the solar charging ring is just way much more efficient. And is it more efficient? It's bigger, so that's why it's more efficient, I guess. But the solar charging ring on the Enduro 3 is bigger, you know, it's just more efficient. So yeah, that's it. When I get the Enduro 3, I'm gonna make a video about it, of course, and I think this one I will then sell. And yeah, I absolutely love Garmin. I mean, Apple is a joke. Apple Watch is a joke. I mean, having to charge every day, even the Apple Watch Ultra every 2 or 3 days is a joke. So I think if you're fine with AMOLED and with the slow maps, or you don't need maps, you should absolutely get the AMOLED version of the Fenix 8 or the Epix. I think the Epix is better if you don't need speaker and microphone. Yeah, but that's it. Thanks for watching and goodbye.